Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sir Benjamin Bennett Enterprises, where magic truly exists. We are now about to talk about rich. And to define rich is one's own opinion or outlook of their own life. Let me explain this a little bit. You might catch me on this speaking about me not being rich. That's not true in all actuality. I have a very beautiful and healthy family. I'm very handsome and healthy myself. My bills are paid. I drive my dream cars. I own my house. I go on constant trips and vacations. I might be rich. I'm rich in a lot of other people's eyes. Somebody actually told me that. Like I said, well, man, I'm not rich. They said, come on, man. Do you own your house? Yes. Is this your dream car? Yes. I even have my dream wife. I'm rich. So when you hear me say, oh man, I'm not rich, it just means I've never been a millionaire. There was this guy came over here from a place, maybe, hold on, let me turn on my microphone. Sometimes I mess up. There's this guy came over here from a place like Uzbekistan, somewhere very poor. And he was on the boat and he looked over at New York from his boat. New York, he's seen the Empire, not the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty, right? And he looks behind the Statue of Liberty, and I believe from at this point there were projects right there. He said, surely they will never know how rich they are. They being Americans. They being Americans. Being homeless here in America offers a lot more benefit and value than a middle class job in a lot of other different places. Middle class job. You go into places like let me turn my mic down a little bit. I might get a little loud on this. You go into places like Africa. They have this place. It's the most poisonous place on earth. And you have kids 5 and up working in this place. The reason why they call it the most poisonous place on earth is because they're burning plastics and foams and insulations and different things. Oh, they're right here in the open. Right there in the open. 90% of people die at this place from lung issues or being, poisoned from their job. But what I'm saying is, to work at that place, these people earn maximum $2 a week. This is in 2019. These people go here, and a lot of they like the kids. Kids ain't getting nothing but $2 a week, maybe 10 cents a day. A day. And they get paid by the day. So what are you going to do with that 10 cents, young sir? Well, I can't do nothing until maybe 2 or 3 days from now when I have at least 30, 40 cents, maybe 50 cents. I can maybe go and get a piece of bread. Not here in America. Our homeless here in America can ask for $1 and have $1 and have way more money than that kid will have or that individual will have working in the world's most toxic place in Africa. And Africa just so happens to be the world's most abundant place. All the minerals and different things of the sort that's coming from Africa. Actually, if it wasn't for this mineral mine in Africa, we wouldn't have cell phones or technology. This is a fact, and it's only found in Africa. Mineral rich, dirt poor. So what will you relate to poor? Are you poor? There's this place, I believe it's, not Dubai, because Dubai is not poor at all. There's this place, I don't know where it's at. They call it the recycling capital of the world. And it's going to come to me here as I'm talking about it. The recycling capital of the world. They find trash, polish it up, and resell it. Trash is everywhere. They're digging through trash in their drinking water. Their drinking water is mixed with their piss water. And different things of the sort. They have to go and search and scrounge these things. Scrounge for work. This place does not even have indoor plumbing. So everybody is used to, if you have to go boo-boo, to go down there on that old pipe, or even go around here on this corner, or even squat where you're at and boo-boo, because it's natural. Everybody has to boo-boo. But in a place like this, you have to, because there is no other options. And then here in America, we believe that's nobody's business. When I have to boo-boo, I'd like to close the door, lock it, maybe even turn the shower on so no big clumps are heard. This is a fact. I'm spoiled here as an American. Am I rich as an American? You're damn right. I was born rich here in the United States of America. And then when I came home from the actually, that's when I was living in L.A. When my family, I was born in L.A. At Kaiser on Cadillac Street, December 4th, 1984. I actually have a friend, same identical stats as me, born Kaiser, Cadillac Street, 1984, December 4th. Real good friend. My point is, we were born there. It's really kind of a ghetto hospital. Hospital of the ghetto. It's not Martin Luther King, but it's definitely, we're okay. But here's my point. My point is, as we were born there, I went to 45th and Broadway. I don't know where my friend went at that point. I went to 45th and Broadway. That was the ghetto. And now they were a little more prominent at that time. But if you go there right now, hold on to your wallets. And yeah, I speak like that because I know, hell, I'm from the ghetto. I frequented the ghetto. People, and this is why I can tell you that, the crackheads, drug addicts, make more money in one day than somebody in Uganda will make in a month. And they will blow it on drugs and still have time to find food, water, clothing, and have shelter for the night. You might have to really rethink who you are and what you actually have and what you're capable of. And when you say, I want to be rich, remember where you're at. You're in America. You can go to any store, and one day I might test this, because I know it's for a fact. You can go to any restaurant, any store, and you can say, I don't have much. I don't have anything. Is there any way that you can give me a sandwich? And here in America, I really doubt that you will find a place that won't give you a sandwich. They're actually going to give you a sandwich, some French fries, maybe send you out the door with a couple bucks. It's just that type of world here in America. This is the homeless we're talking about. So imagine us that used to live in a shack. When we came here to the Antelope Valley, my family and I lived in a shack, a little green shack. We called it the greenhouse, right? And right next to the greenhouse, attached on, was a little shed. But in the greenhouse, there was, again, it was very small. But there were 3 bedrooms. So there was 3 bedrooms, front room, and a kitchen. That's what, and fortified. We had to put pots down when it rained, yes. That's okay. We made it work. But we were in more comfort here. We had electricity. We had running water when it wasn't cut off. But even then, if here's a fact, we could find water when it did get cut off. We borrowed water from the neighbors. And vice versa. When theirs got cut off, they borrowed water from us. It was just that type of party. I know places where people scrounge for water and might not get it that day. That week. Another place that I've been studying, they don't have water. And it gets trucked in on a truck for the whole town. They have their water. Now, excuse me, because no is none. They have a little spigot in town, one spigot that they turn on, and it's less than a drip. When they turn on this spigot, it's less than a drip. So these people have to wait for this truck to come to town and give them water. Some weeks the truck don't come. They have to run off of reserves. And in a situation like that, could you ask your neighbor for water? You can ask. You can do anything. Will you get it? I doubt it. So are you rich here as an American? You better believe it. So embrace that. So you're already on a stage above the most, above the rest. You already have opportunities 90% of this world would love. And so actually, and so where you want to go from that point is up. You already have a boost. Being here, being American, being the person that you have a boost. And in order for you to get up, get out, and get something, it only takes you. You can only make you do whatever you want to do. So you can go, you can maybe find grants and loans, start you a business. You can ask somebody for a couple bucks, start you a business. You can panhandle a business. You can panhandle some money, go get some things, resell it, and there you go. Walmart started with a bucket, a trash can. It was a trash can, a broom, a rolled up piece of carpet, and a hockey stick. That's how he started, Sam Walden. Now you can't go anywhere without finding a Walmart. He started from the bottom, and from the bottom here in America is already 3 stories up from most any other place here in this world. You don't live in Uganda, and if you do, that's okay. You can still make it over here too. Or you can make it there in a certain way. Talk to people, network, see what you're going to need to create your own business where you live. You have to create wealth for somebody. Learn to sing, do backflips, be an entertainer, help and guide. There are ways to accumulate money, good money, money that you don't have to be sorry for, money that you don't have to be ashamed of. Good, honest money. You can create wealth for yourself as you're already sitting in a wealthy stage. Are you rich? Am I rich? I am. I'm very rich. I'm one of the richest. Have I had $1 million? I haven't had $1 million yet. And that's what I mean by my rich. That's my goal. My goal is $40 billion. And I have to achieve that millions upon millions at a time. And at this moment, until I get those millions, I have to achieve those millions penny by penny at a time, dollar by dollar at a time. I remember the time that I used to take pennies and fling them up the street. Ding, ding, and let them roll. I wish I would see somebody do. I'll run after that penny. Because here's the thing. If on the road to becoming a millionaire, every cent counts. And you got to be wise. You can't throw away money and end up looking for money. I remember when I used to have nothing, but I'd have a handful of pennies and my excuse was, oh, I hate to jingle. Sometimes there was quarters in there, nickels, dimes. Shoot. Man, why would you do that? Oh, I hate to jingle. You see my friend over there picking it up. I didn't know he might have needed some bread, some water, maybe some clothing. I didn't know that. But see, me being a spoiled American, being in the position that I have been in since birth, I've always been taken care of. From a child to a grown man, I've always been very well taken care of. So I have to go into the realization, and the fact is, everybody wasn't as fortunate as myself. No, my dad's not Bill Gates. No, I didn't receive some type of inheritance. The only thing I inherited was dumpster diving habits and qualities. My parents taught me, or my mom taught me, how to hustle, how to survive. No need to survive anymore, y'all. Let's create. Let's become. Let's win here on earth with ourselves. No need to survive. That's meager. That's petty. No need to survive. Everybody will survive. The bum is surviving. Let's live. Let's grow. Let's find out. We're already on a stage of enlightenment. So regardless what I want to do, if I wanted to go and have the government pay me for the rest of my life here in America, you can do that. You can do that. Figure out who you are. Figure out what you want to be. And when you say rich, define your rich. And understand if you're an American, you were born that way. Thank you so much for coming to Sir Benjamin Bennett Enterprises, where magic truly exists. I hope you got something out of this. Visit my website at www.sirbenjaminbennett.com. Also, my Facebook is Sir Benjamin Bennett Seminars. Also, my Instagram is Sir Benjamin Bennett Seminars. Here's pretty much, if you think of a social media, you put Sir Benjamin Bennett, I'm going to pop up. And that's me. Everything is my name. My YouTube, Sir Benjamin Bennett Seminars. It just is what it is. I enjoy life. I enjoy me. I love me. And I want to give you more of me. Peace, y'all.